everybody. We've gotten to mid-May. Maybe I've kind of lost track on where we are in the podcast, but happy summer on this episode of Scooch Ovaries.
Scooch over.
Hey, can you scooch over?
You want me to scooch over?
Just a little bit. Scooch.
Scooch?
Scooch.
Scooch. Scooch ovaries. Well, that was an explosion of dance. That was lovely. We're going to hit the ground running. We got a topic that is really hot in the news right now. It's what everybody's talking about. It's in our segment called Old Lady Shit. And it's related to a very important question. Women out there, 20 to 80, we got a question for you. Can you sew? Do you remember how to sew? Did you take a class in high school? Do you have a sewing machine in your house? Do you have a little container of buttons? Do you? Robin has a need, and we're going to bring it to our listeners and see if one of them can fulfill your need.
I have some very minor things that need to be sewed that I like the clothing, so I don't want to throw them away. And all of them, most of them are just like something on the seam, like the seams came up, and I don't know how to sew.
So what I'm hearing is that you were raised by wolves. I'm teasing. I'm teasing. Did you not have a class in school that had sewing as part of it, like a home ec class?
I had a home ec class, but if I remember correctly, and I may not remember correctly, there was like two parts. I took like the cooking home ec, but the home ec with sewing, I never did. Like I've had trimmers in my hands like my whole life, so I've always kind of stayed away from like real finite stuff.
Yeah.
So I probably stayed away from it from that. And then in the cooking home ec class, you could eat what you made.
Yes.
So that was good stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Moggy took the cooking one. She learned how to make challah.
Holla.
Which is a lovely Jewish bread with an egg wash on top. It's got some like braided effects to it.
Like a knot, like a big twisty knot. Yeah.
I took sewing, and we used sewing machines in our class, just like we took typing. I feel like I want to tell people we took how to build a fire because it feels like caveman stuff nowadays. But yeah, typing and sewing. And in the sewing class, we had to make an outfit that we then had to wear. I thought it would be a good idea for me to make white denim overalls.
Oh, okay.
And I did. And because it was the 70s, I was making them way too tight.
Oh.
So I wore them that day to school, but it was quite uncomfortable. They were way too tight. And they eventually became shorts. And I remember wearing them for a summer or two. And they were white overall shorts that I made myself.
That's neat.
And I think back on that and I'm like, who was that girl? But my mom sewed from the get-go. She's been making stuff the whole time we were kids. I think she made some bridesmaids gowns even, and she made dresses for herself. She always had a pattern going. Even down here, she had one of those big fold-out things where you put your fabric.
I remember those.
And then you cut the patterns out with the paper. I can't remember the name of any of it, but the sewing machine was
pins and yeah.
Yeah, you put the pins in.
Yeah, I remember that.
She'd have us cut out the pieces, which she shouldn't have. And then she would sew it and she'd make outfits. And you could do that back then. And she could sew anything that got damaged in any way. I don't remember her darning a sock, which was a phrase I used earlier today, which you don't hear anymore, darn a sock. But Robin did not have that. I'm sorry you didn't have that experience. Now I can sew a button, and I have a tin of buttons.
I can sew a button, and I've sewed buttons if push come to shove. It's not pretty, and I poke myself a lot. But I want to say both of my grandmothers sewed. It just kind of never got passed down. And my daughter, though, who didn't obviously learn to sew from me, because she's like a Gen Z, so she's like of the YouTube generation. So she kind of taught herself how to sew.
Great.
And she made I think it was over the pandemic. She made like overalls, and she made like, we called them culottes, but like fluffy pants. I don't know what you call them, like wide leg pants. And so I don't think it's dead and buried sewing. It's just probably not as popular as it once was. But I think it's something that needs to come back. I think it's neat when people can make their own clothes.
Oh, yeah. And when my mom had passed away, she had a sewing machine that wasn't that old.
Oh,
So
okay.
I of course gave it to my sister Kathy because she still sews here and there.
Oh, that's awesome.
And my friend Sarah sews. She's got a sewing machine, and she makes like the costumes at Halloween for her kids when they were little.
Oh,
and
that's
stuff like that.
special.
Yeah, and she can sew, but Sarah can do a lot of stuff. She's super crafty.
Sarah, if you can sew my sweater hoodie and my son's work pants, there might be a Starbucks in it for you.
Well, she is a doctor now, so I'm sure she's looking for some sewing gigs on the side.
Come on, bud. How long have we been friends? There's like 2 things. Actually, I bought a dress because I'm a thrift store gal. I bought a dress, but the thrift store I bought it from didn't have a your head's gonna explode.
Bathroom? What did they
Yeah, it didn't have like a place to change.
I didn't have a try-on room?
Yeah, I didn't have a try-on room. I guess they don't trust people. And I thought, oh, this will fit me because my next door neighbor was getting married, but it was like a home wedding. And I thought, oh, this will fit me. And so
Is that the international sign for home wedding?
so here's our home. Actually, it was a lanai wedding, which makes it even more Florida. Here's the home. It was a lanai wedding, and it was kind of last minute. And so, well, they had it planned. It was last minute for me buying it. Anyway, I brought it home, and it was like a tent on me. So then I had to like find like a fun little like matching scarf.
Chip
and
clip.
got out the old chip clips, and I said, "Here we go."
Binder clips. Safety pins.
No, I did like a fun little scarf, and I
did
just
you?
kind of bunched it up.
Oh, there you go.
And I thought, if worse comes to worse, if I felt really awkward, I could, after the ceremony, literally walk to my house and then change into stuff. But it's a really cute dress. I like everything about it, so I wouldn't mind getting it fitted for. It was really big. I wouldn't mind getting it fitted for that.
Good.
So
Yeah, no, that could be done.
yeah, so that's what I would. I need to find someone who is a seamstress who can, especially the hoodie, because it was a really cool hoodie. And most hoodies are made of fleece, but this was made out of sweater material.
Nice.
And I was like, I like that. That's good
Yeah.
stuff.
That could be fixed. Things can always be fixed. And people who really sew know which thread to use for certain things because, there's thicknesses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I learned to sew and I grew up in a house of sewing and I still stapled the hems on my pants when they came off. I used a stapler.
Like regular stapler, not like a
Yeah.
fancy sewing stapler.
Yeah, there's no sewing stapler. There's surgical staplers. Sewing stapler. We should invent a sewing
should.
stapler
Yeah.
that makes it look like thread.
Oh, that would be smart.
That would be. Oh, we're not going to be doing this much longer because
No.
we're going to go invent a sewing stapler.
Cut this right now because if other people get that, they're going to be multi-billionaires instead of you and I.
We should go on Shark Tank with this. We should definitely do no research or actually make a pro forma version of it or a template. We should, or whatever the words would be, like the sample version of it. What's the word I'm looking for?
Oh, like a prototype.
Thank you. I said
Okay.
everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to do that. We're not going on Shark Tank, but not until my hair grows out anyway.
Oh, okay. Well, it will take us a bit to do the Shark Tank. You said surgical staples. So
Yeah.
for anyone out there who has sons, I am quite familiar with the surgical staple.
Oh,
If you have a
gosh.
little boy, there's going to be at least twice in your life he's going to be in the ER, and they're going to
Oh.
just staple him up and send him on home, and then he's going to bang himself, and you're back in the ER. Yeah, specifically little boys. They're very
Staples,
busty.
though, huh?
Yeah, he had staples. No, he had glue in his chin. Where did he get staples?
Oh, God. The
But yeah,
staples are
there's
upsetting.
many staples. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't even do staples with me. They just used super glue. Or
Oh,
Gorilla
yeah.
Glue.
Yeah.
They did some stitching and some stuff, and then they did some
Did the
on
glue.
the outside. And I was like, that's going to hold? Like, yeah.
No, one of my son bust his chin open so bad I could see the bone. And this is like in parenting. There's sometimes you have to go, everything is really good. We're going to put you in the car and go to the emergency room. And so I got to the emergency room, and the doctor was literally like, "Oy," and then put glue on it, kind of pinched it, and it was like, he'll be fine. He'll grow into a man with whiskers, and it's not going to be like this crazy scar.
No plastic surgeon or anything?
I mean,
All right.
he was 5, and now he's 21, and
Yeah.
he wears a little mustache. I think just because he likes the little, and he's good.
Okay.
Yeah,
Staples, though, on little kids, that's scary.
yeah.
Oh, my God. Yeah, so sewing is not something that you should come to Scooch Ovaries for because I'm stapling pants, even though I forgot everything about sewing I used to know. And Robin's going to probably use a chip clip.
They've came a lot in like gluing patch technology.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. You can iron on things, iron on
So
patches.
You don't watch, oh my gosh, what's the Heidi Klum, Tim Gunn?
Oh, the
sewing
model
show.
fashion runway, not fashion please. Top
Project
Model?
Runway.
Project Runway.
Oh my God, my mom and I used to love watching that.
Oh, is it pretty good?
Oh, it was fantastic. We loved the guys who would drape. It's very drapey. Everything was drapey. I loved it because it hides a multitude of sins when you get an outfit like that. But she enjoyed it because she liked fashion and she had like a little thing for some reality shows.
Okay.
Some. That and The Apprentice, which I'm still sad about. But what are you going to do? She liked the competition. But
It was a different time.
It was. I am obsessed with the Great British Bake Off, personally. I will go back and watch old seasons.
I watched that one time when we were here, and it was you and Catherine, and I called the British lady a different British lady's name because I think all British ladies are the same lady. So
That's okay. Oh, it's Adele. I'm like, no, that's not Adele on the Great British Bake Off.
I'm like, oh, Your Majesty. No, it's not. It's not a stop.
Your Majesty.
But that was a good show.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I'm rewatching season 8 right now. I love Prue. She's the lady on it. And
Oh,
the guy is Paul Hollywood. That's his name.
yeah.
Got the bluest eyes in the world. So it's fun to watch them. They're the judges. And he's an expert on bread. And he really likes to give them bread challenges. And they get all upset. Like, oh, Paul's not going to like my bread. And I'm like, these are the real problems. This is where we solve them. But baking is my favorite. I'd rather bake than cook. I do like baking.
I think baking is more rulesy because you have to have exactly what you need with baking. Like cooking, you can throw a little bit here, a little bit there, a little
creative,
peach.
little freedom.
Yeah, a little freedom. But baking's like chemistry. I mean, it's science. You can't fluff up plus or minus too much either way, or you'll have giant breads
crazy
or
cakes.
flat cookies. Or
Yeah, and they don't use measuring cups or measuring spoons on the Great British Bake Off. They have to just like take this big mason jar of flour and go like, that looks like enough. And I'm like freaking out.
yeah.
Because I'm like with the knife on top of the measuring cup. I'm like so precise.
Scooch bag right there.
Yeah, and then I clean it in the scooch bag. And I clean as I go, so it's never messy too much at the end. And I do like baking. But I have put the mixer away because, with what's going on, baking leans more towards breads and desserts.
Yeah.
You're not really, I'm not baking a lot of meat. So
I'm baking a lot of protein here.
no. So it's and that stuff is kind of fun and still in my life. But what am I gonna make 64 cookies and eat 2? I'll
Yeah,
be the
that's
saddest girl
true.
in the world. They'll be thrilled at work because they love a home cooked cookie.
Yeah, I was just
Home-baked
going to
cookie.
say, I mean, unless you wanted to bake them and then give it elsewhere.
I did
But-
that a couple Christmases ago.
Oh, yeah, that's really good. That's really good. So I guess our baking segment has ended.
Old lady shit. Started with sewing, went to baking. Old lady shit is just bunny trailing. We should have just called the podcast Old Lady Shit. Why did we call it Scooch Ovaries?
Hey, guys, we have an announcement. We are now officially changing the name of Scooch Ovaries to Old Lady Shit
I'm making a logo. Maybe. I don't know.
and a website. It's going to be a whole thing.
It's going to be a whole thing. www.http://www.oldladyshit.com. Do you think that's a real website?
I don't know. We could take a look at
We
it.
could. Let's not do it online and make sense. Let's move on to the next segment, which is what's making you laugh on the internet these days, Robin Savage?
Oh, I almost want to say, speaking of old lady, but I don't want to be disrespectful to the
Old lady that does this thing on the internet.
this lady of Indian descent, and I'm assuming, because it really doesn't ever shine the camera to her, I'm assuming she is a lady of a certain age, And she dresses her little gray cat up in traditional Indian garb, and it is adorable. And the cat stays perfectly still for it, and she's very sweet with the cat. You know, she says, "Oh, you look proper. Don't show your legs. You can show your belly."
Oh my God.
And then she puts, and I'm not being, I don't know what they're called, but she puts like the stickers, and like she puts like the nose stick.
Jewelry.
No, I think there's like, is it sorry, there's like a certain name to them. I just don't know. But, and then the cat just like lets her do that. And it's adorable. And then if you really go down the rabbit hole, you find out that she has a second cat that will not put up with this shit. Like the other cat is just like, lady, anything you want. Like I get a lot of attention. You're very kind. You feed me every day. And the other cat is like in the corner smoking a cigarette, like flipping her the bird. So it's really adorable. And, you know, sometimes I feel like I don't want to be looked at as an elitist because I don't watch a whole lot of television and movies. And it's not because I'm above it or I'm being productive. I am watching garbage on like Reels and TikToks.
Yeah.
That is where my day goes. And I'm like, a lady dresses up her cat. And like 4 hours later, I'm like, she's got 2 cats. She's been married for 27 years and she's a Pisces. Like, what am I doing?
And you showed it to me. And at one point she's saying to the cat, well, we've got to put a nose ring on so you can be a decent person. We wouldn't want you to not be decent. And I'm like, that's so cute. I wonder what she thinks decent means.
I don't know. And then it kind of got like a little too close, so she moved it up, and
Yeah.
the cat sat there.
Yeah, just
I'm
sat
sure
there.
it's like cats don't like sticky. Like if you ever,
Yeah.
like I think that's why cats sometimes don't like. Sometimes cats love children, but there's some children that cats will just be like, nope. And it's because their hands are like sticky. And the fact that she's like putting little stickies on there, and nothing made me happier to find out about this like second cat that just wanted nothing to do with it. Cause I'm like, you're kind of representing cats. Like this other one's kind of an anomaly that it's so patient. Like the other one's giving dog energy,
Yeah.
not the second cat, man.
It's true because people do dress up their dogs a lot. But I did notice when you showed me the video, the cat's pupils were huge. Like, did she drug the cat? Did she give the cat some? Because usually when cats' eyes are like that, they're about to pounce or do that where they run around the room.
Yeah, I got the zoomies.
Yeah, the zoomies. And she's just sitting there like, all right.
Yeah.
And she puts the whole outfit on her. It's stinking adorable.
Yeah. Then it's not just like the one video. I mean, there are endless In fact, I think I picked my favorite one to send to you. But
Yeah, that was a good one.
yeah, I think one had like 4 million views.
Oh my God.
I know. So she's probably making a little bit of money or a lot of money off this cat. So
Those jewels aren't cheap.
no, I would say homegirl's getting some like top tier fish for dinner.
It's not fancy feast.
It's not. It's like real stuff. That's what that cat's
Real
getting.
stuff.
Yeah. So do you have anything from the internet that's making you laugh?
I do. I just, if you'll bear with me, I'm just going to find her. I recently found this lady. She talks about Italian food, but she's not who I'm looking for. What I'm looking for is one you've probably seen it in several different places. Bear with me while I look for this. I may cut this part out because it's taking too long.
Do. That's my Jeopardy. Does it sound like that? Because I can't carry a tune. There you go.
Yeah, I have a mouth trumpet ability, which doesn't really help me in any way financially, but it's a thing I enjoy. It's this lady who, she starts the video with other people's videos, and that, my thumb's too big. She starts the video on other people's videos, and then she goes, this could be right here. I'm almost there. This is taking too long. Tetyana writes. So Tetyana writes. So she'll show a little clip of a video of maybe a lady exercising, saying, you know why you got a big fat ass? Or some guy throwing meat on a plate saying, do you know why you don't have any protein in your body? And then it immediately cuts to her where she says, Nobody cares. Did you know that there are 10,000? And then she'll go into this like obscure animal fact.
Yeah.
And it's amazing and it's so funny.
Yeah.
So check her out because she makes me happy because it's always some young guy saying, women don't want to date anymore. I think we have to, nobody cares. So here's, and then boom, right to a fact. And there's a few people that do that. And there's another one, and this is not one particular person out there doing it, but it's taking someone, it says, I made my 85-year-old grandmother's messages a pop song. And the messages are things like, what is he doing? Has he lost his mind? I can't believe I voted for him. And it's like, and it's really cute and funny. And they do that a couple different ways. There was a guy who did it years ago, and he was talking about how he asked someone if Spain was name a country that was ever a successful experiment for communism, and someone wrote underneath Spain.
Mm-hmm.
And he took this and he made it into a song, and it's fantastic because the responses are great. Because it's like, Spain, what do you mean? What do you mean? Well, you said Spain was communist. Spain was never communist. No. Yeah, I asked the question, and so it's people misunderstanding each other on the internet and then recording it. So there are so many things on Instagram that make me happy. Are you getting them on TikTok and YouTube? Where do you get yours?
Either Instagram or TikTok, but I think they're kind of one and the same.
Yeah.
Like if you have a decent platform on TikTok, you're kind of showing the same things on Instagram. I've seen a lot of those videos, and it's fun. And I don't know if it's with AI, but you can get like sometimes they're like hard rock songs, like and sometimes they're rap, or sometimes and it's so funny because you can take, you know, this conversation you've had, and some are quite serious, and then put them to, you know, like metal, like hardcore metal or something, and it's really funny.
I have a big question here. Why are so many Instagram and TikTok videos and influencers just sitting in their car?
That is crazy. I have thought that so many times.
Yeah. Is it the lighting? Is it getting away from their family so the sound is pristine?
Yeah.
It's probably all of that.
I've wondered that too, because there's some people that are always, I've gotten into kind of the gym TikToks, and there's some people who shoot like in their like home gym or like their studio. And then they're the same people who have these beautiful like backgrounds. And every once in a while you catch them in their car. And I thought the same thing. I'm like, what is it when they're in the car?
Are they on the run? Like, does their husband not know they're an influencer? I'm like, what's going on? And you know what I'm getting a lot of, which don't make me laugh and really piss me off, are fake videos of ladies finding out their husbands were cheating on Tinder, and then they confront them. And it's pretty much always the same two people. So I know they're fake.
Oh, they're fake. I didn't know that.
Those are fake. Those are actors. That shit's all fake.
Oh,
That's made up. None of that shit's real. Well, I was your date. I'm Donna. I'm your Tinder date. And he's like, what do you mean? And the acting is horrendous.
See, it got me hook, line, and sinker. Watch on my phone, eating my popcorn. I'm like, you go, girl.
And there's never a part 2 because it didn't actually happen. Or the guy who comes out of the room and closes the door and says you can't go in there because he's got a guy in there. That's not real. That didn't happen.
Say hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah, or like, oh, I thought you were going on a work trip. What happened to the work trip? Well, I canceled it. Well, I have plans. Well, what are your plans? None of your business. Like, that's a conversation a husband and wife have. And then he's like, can you leave, like go shopping for a couple hours? She's like, it's 8:00 at night. I'm not going anywhere. Why? Is it because you're supposed to meet your date, your Tinder date? And it's always Tinder. And then they show the guy's profile, which is always the same bald guy in denim jeans and a white button-down shirt leaning on a car with his legs crossed like, look at me. Fucking idiots. And it's all fake.
Oh, I didn't know that. No, I wonder now. This gets me. Have you seen the videos where people are like, "Hey, if your name's Sharon and you live in Indiana and you're married to Robert, he is on his way to California and he's cheating on you because I know this because I overheard this whole conversation." Have you seen those?
No, but I like that one.
But there's a lot of them because one time at first I was like, "What are the odds?" And then I kept seeing them and I thought, are people just like being nosy and then just being like, hey, FYI, this is happening? But now I'm wondering if that's just a trope too.
Well, there was one years ago, which was very funny. And it's a lady saying, I was in a convenience store and I heard a man yelling on his phone with his girlfriend. And he said, no, Shannon, I'm on my way there. And this lady then screams, "No, he's not. He's in 7-Eleven," because nobody fucking lies to Shannon in my presence. That one made me so happy. And it wasn't Shannon. I forget her name. I was like, nobody lies to
That's
Sheila.
my girl.
Yes.
I didn't know her like 2 seconds ago.
No, he's right. He's at 7-Eleven. He's not on his way. Nobody lies to my Shannon. There's just shit that just makes you fucking laugh. And sometimes I'll show things to people and they'll laugh. And sometimes I'll show them to people and they won't laugh. And I'll think, is my sense of humor so weird? But I'm like, no, there's like 40,000 views.
Yeah.
Other people are laughing at this. So again, part of the lack of monoculture and the growth of multiculturalism, we don't all have the same sense of humor anymore.
Yeah.
Like we ever did. But I think everybody agreed certain people were funny. Everybody agreed Carol Burnett was a great show.
Oh gosh, yeah.
If we can go back a little bit in time.
Yeah.
Everyone agrees that George Burns was funny. I'm getting a little old. Most people, even though they think he's kind of mean, think Don Rickles is funny.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think you either kind of like that sort of insulty kind of comedy or don't. But yeah, he did it well,
Yeah.
whether you're a fan of it or not. He did it very well.
And that's one that made me laugh on the internet. Have you seen the one with him and Julia Roberts on the internet? So he's in an award show and they've given him a microphone and he's amongst the tables and he's saying, yeah, and Julia Roberts, she's my neighbor. She lives next door. I never see her. And then she starts talking and he goes, no, Julia, you have no lines. And no, you never came over. So don't start now. And it's just fucking amazing. Everyone agreed, I think, that Joan Rivers was funny. Oh, you thought she was funny.
I didn't.
You didn't think Joan Rivers was funny?
I thought she was mean. But when I got into comedy,
She was mean.
she was really mean.
Oh,
and
but
when I
then you learned
got
about
into
her
comedy, I liked her chutzpah. I liked her
work ethic.
work ethic. I liked her ballsiness. I liked everything about her.
She was mean.
I didn't like that. I don't know. It's like, I don't know. I kind of thought Don Rickles, I don't know. It's like there wasn't something there to soften the edge. And I don't know. I don't want to say I wasn't a fan of hers because I think she's done a lot for women comedians and I think she should be revered.
Yeah.
But
I would say the mean years were the red carpet. That was kind of the peak of the mean years. And then there was a lot of self-deprecating humor in her work.
Yeah, there was definitely self-deprecating humor, but I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, I thought she was funny. I thought she was mean too, but I love that shit. That's one of the reasons I love award shows is because I used to love her on the red carpet, just giving people shit. And I don't know if you've seen this one. It's old Tonight Show during that window when Joan Rivers was the stand-in host.
Oh, yeah.
Like the regular host for Johnny Carson when he was out.
Uh-huh.
And she was interviewing Lucille Ball. And this is a long time
Lucille
ago.
Ball.
Have you
Yeah.
seen this a little bit though?
Probably have. Go ahead.
So Lucille Ball is sitting there and she sits down and she says, you look nice. And she says, you do too. She said, I like those earrings. Are they real? And she says, Lucy, you can point to anywhere on my body. And the answer is no.
That's good. That's very good. Yeah, that's like self-deprecating and
Yeah.
like when Tina Fey and Amy Poehler did the Golden Globes, they did that sort of roasty, we're going to pick on people, but they had such charm doing it.
Yeah, when Ricky Gervais did it, it was mean.
Yeah. And so I think that, and kind of going back to Joan Rivers, I think some people can kind of get away with it and some people can't. And I don't know the difference. I cannot. The few times I've tried to tease people, it blew up in my face. I just cannot. I don't have it in me. I mean, I can tease myself and I could tease people, but every time I've tried to just been like, a zinger, I got you, the audience is like, boo.
Lose 'em.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think there's, not only is there a way to do it, I think there's sort of a charisma of either you have it or you don't. So
it also depends on the night, the energy in the room, who went before you.
yeah.
A lot of factors.
Yeah,
in the
that's
zen
true.
Of comedy, it's got to be just right. I had a silly thing that happened to me early on when I wasn't doing any crowd work, and I decided for some reason to comment on the guy in front of me in the front row at the comedy club I was playing at, And I said, "Hey, how you doing?" He goes, "Good." I said, "What happened? The wind took your sleeves in the parking lot? What's going on here? Why am I looking at arms?" And it was because it wasn't someone who should be in a sleeveless shirt. And I was like trying to make the point, and the audience laughed. He kind of chuckled. So I was like, okay. And there's times when but there's also times where you go after somebody and then you keep going after them, and you didn't realize you hit like the fourth one.
Yeah.
And then it's done.
Then it's done.
Yeah, you think, oh, here's a safe spot. I'm like, no, it's not funny anymore.
Yeah.
But oh no, we've started talking about comedy again by accident. How'd that happen?
How in the world that happened?
How'd that happen?
I do remember one time I was featuring at Cocoa Beach, and there was people who were just like beyond drunk in the front row, and everyone got sick of them and things like that. It's just like, you've got to go. And I tore into them until they left.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
There you go.
But I think also, if you're annoying everyone, then the audience is on your side.
Oh, yeah.
But if you're just like, I'm going to be sassy and pick on this person, they're like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
Yeah.
But do know if you are a comedian, you can always attack a bridal party.
Because they're super drunk.
Yeah, bachelorette party, I should say. Yeah, they're drunk and stupid and loud, and someone's going to go woo woo at some point and stand up.
Yeah, because they've drank way too much, and
Already.
they're way too gone.
Yeah.
And not all brides, but some brides think like it's their day and they can do nothing wrong. And if they're they still need to zip it. If they're they're just ensconced in penises, and there's a lot with bridal parties.
Always so many little penises. I never understand. And it is interesting that we want you to listen and behave, but we want you to laugh uproariously.
Yes.
So find that happy medium and the balance in your life where you can do that. And don't ever heckle or talk back, because you're not helping, you're hindering. There's a plan on stage, even though you may not see it. And even sometimes the comic doesn't see it, but there is a plan, and they're going to follow that plan, which is to make you laugh and then get out of the way.
And then with alcohol, I mean, I prefer a loose crowd. I say if you're going to a comedy show, no more than 4 drinks, but at least have one. That's kind of my rule of thumb.
Yeah, and if you're going to do a late show, you're talking about super drunk people.
You take a nap before. Like, say you're doing a Friday night show, take a nap, get up, and don't go like from work, meet your friends, drink, and then go to the comedy show. That's just a disaster. Like, go home, take a nap. It's not even going to start till 9. Just take a little nap.
Yeah, there's no need to pregame for comedy.
Yeah, just be your best.
This isn't a football game.
Yeah, no, it's not.
No.
So yeah, we've started talking about cute little internet videos and how we're lecturing comedic audiences.
Old lady shit, what makes me laugh on the internet and comedy is probably going to be in every episode. So those 3 segments, just like, we're going to talk about comedy. We don't have to have a segment called comedy, because eventually we're going to get there, because it's kind of home base.
Yeah.
For both of us. And
That's
we're
what we
going to
do.
talk about it. Yeah. And while I am not practicing like Catholic, like people, the old joke, are you a practicing Catholic? The punchline is, no, I got it down. You don't need to practice. So the same thing with comedy. I'm not practicing right now, but I got it down. I am not currently performing, but I will never leave comedy, is the phrase I stole from Elaine Boozler.
Oh, yeah.
She said that. She's still out there.
She's good people.
I'm a fan. We're done. Did we do segments that didn't make it a segment?
Yeah, this is a nice little, I was about to say a nice little non-rambly, but I think we rambled a little bit, but we kept it within the ramble time.
We kept it within the ramble time.
Would you like to go first?
Sure. Segments that didn't make it as segments. A couple of weeks ago, some elephants stampeded and they trampled a hunter to death. It's not a segment that didn't make it as a segment. It's just something I wanted to celebrate.
Well job, elephant.
Yay, elephants. There was 5 of them, and he was just one of those dicks that goes hunting to get tusks because his dick is so small. So he's a dick with a dick that's so small. That's redundant. The elephants came out of nowhere, which that's hard to do. That's elephants are pretty noticeable.
Yeah.
Unless they were like behind the bushes.
Don't tell the hunter.
Like Dumbo. Shh. Stop you flapping. So then they trampled him. They killed him. Yay. And I think that's a good time. And I think that's great because I just find that so disgusting. I don't mean to make it a segment. But it's
I was going to say, these quick little fun segments, you blink and they go by.
segments that didn't make it as a segment. Always becomes a segment. Look, I have a mic in front of me. What am I going to do? What do you got, Robin?
Mine's also a PSA. Why are there so many candles in the wind? PSA, keep candles inside.
It's 500 candles in the wind.
5,000 candles.
Oh, 5,000.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, then there was the original candle in the wind. And guys, enough with the candles. It's windy outside. Keep them in. Even put a little cover over them.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
How did you write that joke? Did you look at my candle table?
No.
You wrote that?
You said, can I give you some prompts? Candle. And I wrote that.
Holy shit. I said the word candle and you wrote that?
Yeah, look at me.
Oh.
That's my mind.
Professional comedian right there. No, you're a writer. Well, we've done enough damage for this week.
I think we have.
We hope you guys will keep coming back every week. And just a quick reminder, go sign on to YouTube or Spotify or Apple Podcasts or whatever you're on right now in case you're not signed on, and subscribe and follow. It's free. And please comment below what makes you laugh on the internet, because we want to know, because we're looking for new stuff, because I'm watching Robin's and she's watching mine, and we're going to hit a wall soon and run out of stuff. So and it's too hard to go find new stuff. So please let us know what makes you laugh on the internet. And if you can, drop a link if you're under 30 and know how to do that.
Oh, and if you have any views on sewing, pros, cons, we want to hear about that too.
There's a lot of anti-sewing people out there we're going to hear from. They're going to be coming, or the stapler people are coming.
Big Needle doesn't want you to hear this, but I'm going to say it right now.
Big Needle. Oh, maybe next week we'll talk crocheting, but we want to keep the pace, pretty high. So I don't know if we'll get to that. Hey, thanks for joining us. Comment, subscribe, like, share, tell your friends, because we're going to come back every week. And thank you for joining us on this episode of Scooch Ovaries. Scooch over.
Hey, can you scooch over?
You want me to scooch over?
Just a little bit. Scooch.
Scooch?
Scooch.
Scooch. Scooch Ovaries.